The girl's brothers leaped up and cut Mr. Fox into 1,000 pieces. I think about that story a lot. I think about it all the time. It's the kind of thing you like. The wicked are slain, with swords no less. Vengeance is had. Boldness is rewarded. But what about all those girls? All those obedient girls who trusted and loved and wed and died? Weren't they bold too? I bet you don't think so. I bet you think they were just stupid. That's your problem in a nutshell. You're judgmental. Everyone makes mistakes. They trust the wrong people. They fall in love. Not you, though. And that's why it's so hard to ask you for forgiveness. But I am asking. I am going to ask. I am going to try to explain how it happened and how sorry I am. Let's start with a love story. Or maybe it's another horror story. It seems like the difference is mostly in where the ending comes. Once there was a woman who was beautiful and clever and, because of her beauty and cleverness, believed that she would always be happy. Perhaps she should have known better, but she didn't. When she met her future husband, he carried the scent of blood and oiled steel and wind-swept rocks. He courted her with charming old-fashioned ways. He was the promise of the unfamiliar, the epic. And if he made her parents uncomfortable and her friends afraid, that only made her love bigger and feel more important. If she had reservations, she buried them. Everything else had always turned out well for her. She could not imagine it being otherwise. And so she went to dwell with him in his castle across the waves, and discovered all the horrors he'd kept secret. I wonder if you think Mom was stupid, like the dead girls in the first story. But Mom's story is a lesson. All stories are lessons. Fairy tales have a moral. Stay on the path. Don't trust wolves. Don't steal things. Not even things you think no normal person would care about. Share your food, but don't trust people who want to share their food with you. Don't eat their shiny red apples, nor their candy houses, nor any of it. Be nice. Always nice. And polite to everyone. Kings and beggars. Witches and wounded bears. Don't break a promise. Be bold, but not too bold. It's important that we learn the lessons our mother didn't. Once there were 3 sisters who lived in a subdivision of a suburb. 3 girls. Vivienne, Jude, and Taryn. The eldest was one of the folk herself, with split-pupiled eyes and ears that came to slender points. The 2 youngest were twins with cheeks as plump as peaches, ready to be eaten up. Their father was a bladesmith who sold his swords over the internet. Their mother helped him run his business. She didn't like to dwell on unpleasant things, like mistakes or regrets, or burning down her past and running away from husbands in fairyland. And when Mom's past caught up with her, she didn't even have to live with the consequences. She and Dad, dead in moments, and us girls, taken across the sea to be raised by a monster. The 3 lost sisters. Doesn't that sound just like another tale? Let's skip ahead. Past all the blood, and the crying, and the fear of a terrifying new place with terrifying magical people. Let's skip to the beginning of what I did that was wrong. It started with Locke slipping a note into my rucksack. He must have done it on the grounds of the palace.